Cheers, friends.
Hey there.
So we just spent the week in San Francisco. It's a well-known foodie town.
Super well known, but how great is it for someone with food allergies?
Well, we've been very happily surprised.
Oh, it did not disappoint. Tasty, delicious meals.
And so we want to share those with you. So here are some of the ups and downs.
Navigating the gluten-free world of San Francisco.
There's no way they actually have this. Get a load of this. Got nice cheese all crusted around the edges. It's thick, saucy.
It doesn't look gluten-free. It looks almost too good to be gluten-free.
So this time we decided not to go with the St. Louis style, but it's just gluten-free. Pizza is good. We will be back. Because there's also a gluten-free chicken parm and some other options.
Delicious-looking Caesar salad too.
This has got to be the thickest gluten-free pizza we've ever come across.
I know, even thicker than the one at the link. And it's fluffy.
Taking a look at this undercarriage here. Super crispy. But it's so pillowy. Could use a little bit of garlic.
Definitely some garlic butter on the bottom. Delish.
So this is the Detroit style gluten-free pizza with pepperoni. I don't know if we said that yet. At Tony's Pizza.
Sorry, babe.
It's very light. Tomato sauce is not like sweet or heavy or too acidic. It's a little sweet, but very tomatoey. The crust is super thick, but very light, very airy. The edge of it is as crispy as it looks, although the center of it is not as crispy on the bottom. Pepperoni is spicy. I think there's some heat to it, which it needs that little bit of heat. So definitely get some toppings to give it some more flavor. And if I got it again, I'd probably order extra cheese.
It was really tasty. I think I need a little bit more pepperoni. That buttery underside of it, I think if it was like a garlicky butter, it would take it to the next level. But really, really good. I would definitely get it again.
The Golden State cider wasn't bad. No sugar added, so it is dry, as it says. I think we're gonna try and come back, try the St. Louis style pizza, and also their gluten-free chicken parm. Now, no trip to the city by the bay is going to be complete without stopping by Boudin's for some San Francisco sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread bear.
So we went with the grilled cheese and bacon sandwich. It was so buttery and crispy and gooey and cheesy and savory. It was great. But it would have been nice with a little bit of side of tomato soup. Yeah, it's August, but this is San Francisco. During our trip, it barely got to the 70s. It's windy and chilly, especially in the evening.
I was pretty impressed. So far, San Francisco is like 2 for 2 with the restaurants and the gluten-free, where they put it in front of me and I have to double check that it's gluten-free. And then after I take a bite, I'm concerned that it's not gluten-free because it's actually quite delicious.
Couldn't tell the difference between a regular pancake and this. It was airy but dense, if that makes sense. Like it was still able to absorb the compote, which was very tasty and not super sweet.
No, it was quite tasty.
And the horchata was also very good, not super sweet. Yeah, I think we would try it again. I recommend it to you guys.
Yeah, I would definitely go back. Steaming hot.
Yes.
Gluten-free.
You can smell the garlic.
Mm. It does smell quite delicious. First bite is pretty good. It does taste a little different. Maybe it's the texture.
Texture is a little more chewy. Just too going on, but it's good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that piece was like all garlic. But the gluten-free food here definitely does not disappoint.
The garlic naan does make for a great walking snack.
It really does.
Everything here is gluten-free. I think these strawberry galettes look delicious. Strawberry galette. It's just like a strawberry pastry, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like a dense biscuit. Cooked strawberries on top. No sugar added. So it's not overly sweet.
The French pastry, similar to a tart or a pie. It's essentially pastry dough wrapped over a filling made from fruit, sugar, and butter.
And here we have the 7-layer bar. Not exactly sure what the 7 layers are. Looks like granola, chocolate, coconut, shaved almonds, caramel. So it's actually really light. But once you start to chew it, it just kind of all comes up in your mouth. So it's almost like eating peanut butter at that point.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's good coconut. It's not overly sweet. You get the chocolate. The almonds give it some texture. So I'd say Wholesome Bakery is worth a stop by if you're in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you need to come out of your way for it.
I was just going to say, would you go out of your way to get there?
We're on our way to the Cow Hollow neighborhood, I believe. We're gonna check out Flores, the Mexican restaurant.
There was so much braised short rib on this taco. The shell couldn't even handle it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, they're definitely very generous with their fillings. So I had 2 carnitas tacos and chicken tinga. The chicken tinga had a good amount of spice to it. And the carnitas were definitely overflowing with pork.
And the guacamole was like just enough lime, a little extra. It was so tasty.
Oh, so we are back at Tony's Pizzeria.
There were more gluten-free things to try.
That's right. We're here to try out the chicken parm, I think, this time.
Yeah.
And I got to try out their St. Louis style pizza, see if it's authentic. So there's been an update. We're not getting the chicken parm.
No, we are not. We're getting the mozzarella parm with the vodka sauce. It's gonna be good.
I'm still getting the St. Louis style pizza.
What I'm hoping is that I'm gonna get this nice fried square of mozzarella with some sauce on it and some more mozzarella on top.
Everything you were hoping for, honey?
Yes. I expected it to be a little different presentation. I thought there might be cheese on top, but it looks delicious. And what about you?
Looks pretty decent.
Does it look authentic?
It's a little thicker than...
It definitely
looks like a hand toss.
does look a little thicker. It looks like it's going to be a little messy, but that's okay. It's so good.
It's kind of a mild Provel. Provel is normally kind of tangy. The pepperoni is good and spicy.
And it looks like there's more pepperoni on this pizza than we had the other day. But it also looks like less sauce.
And they advertise the sauce as being sweet, which normally St. Louis sauce is, but it could be sweeter. It has a good undercarriage for a St. Louis style pizza. So yeah, after finishing one piece, I would say this is a good St. Louis style pizza. But not really like Saganaki. This is definitely its own thing. So yeah.
The breading is like super light and crispy, but I'm glad I took it out because it would definitely lose some of its crispiness sitting in the sauce.
Sorry, they're trying to close up here shortly.
Yeah, we got lucky. I'm glad we, call ahead for the list.
So now we're at Squat and Gobble in the Hollow neighborhood. This neighborhood is like the foodie center.
And different to choose from.
Yeah, there's tons of restaurants all over this neighborhood. Here at the Squat and Gobble, they have a wide selection of food. But we're here for the gluten-free crepes. I noticed that there was no upcharge when we swapped out the gluten-free crepes for the regular ones. So,
That
very cool.
never happens. Never happens.
Never. And these look good.
They do look really good.
So I got the hangover, which is just ground beef, American cheese, onions, and bacon bits.
Like a cheeseburger?
Yeah.
And I went with the Sourdough Bread. So it's mozzarella, feta, roasted red peppers, eggplant, and olives, I think. I mean, the portions are very big, and the crepe is stuffed to the brim. But this is really our first experience with savory crepes.
Mine just tastes like a burger you'd get at a diner. So no frills, but plenty of meat, good bacon, American cheese. I appreciate restaurants that will do the lettuce wrap, but I'm not a fan of the lettuce wrap.
Yeah.
So I definitely take the crepe over the lettuce. The fries are good, the fruit was fresh, but yeah, I think I would try something different if it came.
I would definitely try something different.
The service has been great.
Yeah. That one girl's got the whole show running.
Now, Maurice Hosa, little gluten-free bakery. They close at 4. tasty.
It's exciting to see things like this, you know?
I'll give these guys a try. Got the appleberry hand pie. And we did show up at 3:30, and they close at 4. So we kind of got the last batch of the day. This would be much better if it was heated up, toasted. Well, pretty much like the Pop-Tart. You don't really taste the flavor of the berries and the sugar. Really kind of dominate it. So you don't really get a good taste of the pastry.
Not a fan.
Not a fan?
Not a fan.
What are you not a fan of?
I don't care for the dough. It just is really heavy.
Try their croissant. It is flaky. Not as flaky as a
Yeah, it didn't make a
traditional
big mess.
croissant.
He says he likes gluten-free things too.
Nothing for you, buddy. It is buttery, and it would definitely be good if it was heated up.
Croissant is much better than the hand pie. They call this a penguin.
Penguin.
Yeah. I guess inside there's cream, and that's why there's nothing on top. And I think it was maybe frozen. Is it cold?
This does remind me of a cupcake. Got Hostess cupcake. It's a good chocolate.
That one's not bad.
It's sticky but dense.
It is very sticky.
Feels light. Feels a little dry. It's pretty rich as far as chocolate and sweet. It's brittle and dry, but it moistens up quickly in your mouth, I think.
It's pretty fudgy.
Yeah, fudgy. I think if the croissant was heated, that would be my
your
favorite.
Yeah.
But definitely would go with the cupcake again, or the penguin as they call it.
Yeah.
Got a little dessert. So we got the peanut butter fudge ribble, that gluten-free cone. That is good.
It's super creamy.
And the peanut butter is not overpowering. It's just sometimes peanut butter and ice cream just gets too rich.
No, it's just like the perfect amount of peanut butter. Would you say top 5? Yeah.
And with how delicious this ice cream is, it's hard to even judge the cone. But the cone is crunchy and it's a little sweet.
Yeah, to me it tastes exactly like a sugar cone that you buy at the store.
So we're still in Cow Hollow, or maybe the Marina District, we're not 100% sure. And we're at Dragonwell, a gluten-free Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, they have an abundance of gluten-free choices.
That's
A
quite
whole
nice.
page full.
Surprisingly not in Chinatown, but this Cow Hollow neighborhood, or street, is just
Tons of restaurants.
yeah, it's like the foodie mecca, I guess.
Yeah. There's another place I might want to try.
We've still got a few days here. Maybe we'll get to it. Let's go with the Mongolian beef and the Kung Pao chicken. What do you think? It look tasty?
It looks really good. was definitely a nice little treat because I hardly ever get to enjoy Chinese food. The Mongolian beef was pretty tasty, a little spicy. Same with the Kung Pao shrimp, pretty tasty, a little spicy.
It was pretty good. The flavors weren't the same. Meaning I would say the spice on the Kung Pao chicken and the Mongolian beef kind of tasted the same, and it reminded me a lot of buffalo-style chicken wings. So, but it was good. Worth a visit if you're in the neighborhood. So we walk south from the Japanese Tea Garden to Irving Street. Now we're at the Game Parlor. So we got the viral and the letter jam. I think that is.
Yeah, it's like this coffee thick cream on the top. I'm glad I got it.
I think this is just strawberry puree, some milk, and strawberry jellies. So I got the tri-bold, and Gina got the mousetrap.
I was a little disappointed. I really thought it was going to be tastier. It looked delicious. It wasn't awful. It just wasn't as good as I expected it to be.
So the Game Parlor, we knew the flavors were a little out of our wheelhouse, but we decided to be adventurous and give it a try. It has a lot of great reviews. Now, I feel the ingredients and everything were very good. The waffles were tasty. But again, like the flavors just weren't our thing. Look over the menu. If it sounds like something you'd enjoy, I think you probably would enjoy it. How nice of that. We were just strolling on our way to the Walt Disney Family Museum and happened upon these little pop-up markets. And all these lovely gluten-free options. Yeah, it's a nice little park here. Good place to spend an afternoon and have a picnic. They have these little food pop-ups. To food trucks. And some nice gluten-free options.
It's tasty.
It's light and fluffy. Got kind of a Parmesan taste to it, I think. You can taste the cheese.
You can definitely taste the cheese.
It's not like a Brazilian cheese bread where it's...
No, that's more like doughy and squishy. This is much denser compared to that.
But dry, you definitely need a drink. Let's try the waffle. That's the same batter, just cooked differently, and with some caramel on it, or dulce de leche. That tastes like Brazilian cheese bread. It's good. It's like a good hot cheese waffle. And you can see the cheese in there. It's crazy that these are the same.
Yeah, mixtures.
I'll try the empanada. This is beef. That's pretty decent.
It's not often.
It's good and crispy. The filling is kind of mild with the beef, but I've had more savory empanadas. But maybe that's why they give you a little bit of sauce on the side here. And the green sauce definitely helps.
Yeah.
Gives it a little more flavor. I think for me, the waffle is the winner.
Yeah.
But yeah, how great is it just to show up at some random food pop-up and have these really nice gluten-free options.
That. But there was also, I've never seen a Porsche truck. I've never seen a Thai truck, you know?